So we just pulled over here for a quick pit stop. We're not too far from camp, but what do you say? Do you like the weather up here? We're gonna get this nice and warm. Very impressed with the tie gear, tie down system. Really, really nice. Here at Lynx Lake, Prescott. We're gonna escape the heat again. We're getting out of the valley. We're heading up north, heading up toward Prescott. More than likely, we're gonna stay atop Mingus Mountain, cooler elevations, another one-night quick outing. Should be a great time. Also excited, I have Sonora with me, so she's gonna keep me company. Donovan, my friend's gonna be up there, and I believe it's his inaugural trip with this brand new trailer. So that'll be really exciting to get his take on that, kind of a departure from his rooftop tent. There could be some other friends that join us, but stay tuned, it's gonna be a great time. And let's go see what we can see atop Mingus Mountain. I got caught in a little bit of traffic there, occasionally heading northbound, that'll happen. But as I was slowed down, a car kind of pulled up beside me and honked and started kind of waving and was pointing at my vehicle. So I was like waved back, so it was kind of cool. Obviously must have recognized me, and then we got separated and got back together and put the window down this time. And he said, hey, I follow your channel. So I was like, oh, hey, thank you so much. So that was kind of cool. And I say it's kind of cool, not because I'm doing this to gain notoriety or I guess be known. That's really not the drive of why I'm doing this. Believe it or not, I'd kind of rather be a hermit sometimes and not be in the public eye or post this stuff. But I get out a lot, and the goal is to go from full-time office to full-time adventure. And because I do get out so often, I was like, well, why not film? Because I think people would possibly enjoy it or get a little bit out of it. And so I'm already out here doing it. So I was like, well, I might as well just film this and just see if this is potentially a vehicle that could help me, maybe in a small way, help me get out there and do what I love to do on a full-time basis. So that's the main drive behind this channel, is that creating another vehicle, meaning income stream potentially, to help me do what I love to do and get out here. So but things like that, meeting people, having him say, hey, I follow your channel, that's awesome, because that just helps me stay a little motivated. It's encouraging to know that when people comment and just say, hey, thanks so much, I like what you do, it inspires me, it motivates me. That's encouraging, because those things are the things that I guess you don't plan on or sometimes don't expect, but can have a really big impact, and especially stories, people that talk to you and give you and share personal stuff. So that's cool, because when it's the grind and editing these videos, sometimes it takes 10-15 hours plus. I'm slow, I'm learning, but it takes a lot of time if you really want to try to do good work, I would say. And so that was very cool. that was very cool. Again, it's not because I'm like, oh, cool, someone's noticing me. No, it was just like, I guess what I'm doing, maybe people are getting a little bit out of it. And that's awesome, because I enjoy getting a little bit out of things and other creators out there. It just helps me relax. It helps take me away from that work grind, that day, whatever it may be, because we all need that little escape. And this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy watching others that do things similar. So I don't know who you were or your name, but hey, I appreciate you rolling the window down, just saying, hey, I follow your channel. Thank you so much. Going on an adventure. So we just pulled over here for a quick pit stop. We're not too far from camp, but you know, when you get out of the vehicle and the weather is significantly cooler and you smell that fresh pine, that's a good feeling. That is a very good feeling. I think Sonora will concur. Sonora, come here. What do you say? Do you like the weather up here? So much nicer than 100+ degrees, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like it rained up here last night, which is nice because the dust, there really isn't any dust. Wow, great temps, no dust. So far, so good. Let's go, Sonora. We made it. This is so nice, Sonora. Yeah. So your trailer looks really nice, Donovan. I know you recently purchased it. So was last night the first time you slept in it?
Yes, last night was the first night I slept in it, and I'm glad I was in a trailer. It was lightning and thunder for a couple of hours last night, and rain. So it was nice being in the trailer instead of the rooftop deck.
All right, feels good to be at camp. Good to see Donovan. And again, great temps. I'm going to probably just get the awning set up, even though we're in some shade. It's just nice to have that awning up. Donovan's kind of, looks like he's tweaking his setup there a little bit. Sonora's enjoying being outdoors. She misses her family though, but we're gonna have a good little one-night outing. So a little bit ago, there was quite a few cows and steers that came through there. And there was actually a cowboy on a horseback that was following them. So cattle can roam wild up here and graze. What do you see up there, Sonora? Looks like a mama and her calf. I know you want to go play with them, but let's let them be. We have another visitor. Oh, looks like we have multiple visitors. Looks like they're getting a drink of water, Sonora. stay here. Sonora, stay here. Yeah, I bet they're really thirsty. It's a little different than rabbits, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little different than rabbits. So Sonora has a diet of essentially just raw meat. It has other things in here, so she has a balanced diet, but the other foods we just found she had a lot of allergic reactions and just wasn't really good for her. So far this is good, but basically it's raw meat. All right, so tonight we're gonna be cooking a fish dish with some marinara sauce and some onion, some garlic, some lemon, some basil, and oregano, but we're gonna be cooking it a little bit different. So we're gonna be doing it in an electric stoke voltaics system. I'm very excited to try this out. So nothing wrong with gas, propane, things of that nature, because it's awesome. It works great. But I am looking to upgrade my Jeep and increase the amperage of my battery power, my house battery. So I thought, you know what not a better time to try this out. So I'm very excited. Tonight we're going to be cooking fish in the stoke voltaics cook system. And I'm excited to share with you my experience with this. And then over the next several months, we're also going to be testing as well. But let's dig in. I'm hungry, looking forward to it. I'm sure Donovan's hungry as well. Let's dive in. What do you have going on, Donovan?
Have a little sausage and peppers tonight. So some Italian peppers. Italian sausage.
So between the sausage and the fish, we won't go hungry. We'll see how it all pans out with the taste, but I think we're looking pretty good. Sonora, I know you want to play. You want to go for a walk is what I know you want to do. That garlic smells very good. Okay, so I cut up the onions, minced the garlic, put a little olive oil in there. So now we're going to cook this or simmer this for about 5 minutes or until things are kind of soft. I'm going to add a little pepper. I have a little peppercorn here. And add a little sea salt. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this on. So I simply press the button and it's telling me that it's on 200 watts. If I turn it to the right or clockwise, it looks like it goes up in 200 watt increments. So it went from 200, 400, now it's 600 watts. So I'm going to try 600 watts and just see how this heats, how this works. We'll put the lid on it. The other really nice feature that I really love about this is this handle. So it's kind of like click on, click off. So if I wanted to, remove this pot, I can put it on there, clamp it down, and simply remove it. When I remove it, it actually will shut off. When I put it back on, it turns back on. So that's kind of neat. I really like that. So I'm going to take the handle off, put the lid on, and yeah, it's still 600 watts where it was when I took it off. Anytime you try something new, there's always a little bit of excitement to it. It's neat to experiment, to try things, but again, I'm just really excited with the electric aspect of this as far as just kind of portability, usability. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I really think it's going to be super advantageous, especially if I have enough house battery that's going to last a very, very long time. And this could be super handy in all kinds of conditions and different elevations. Looks like Donovan's back there, fully engaged, fully cooking. I see some color in that dish, Donovan, and it looks, I'm liking how it looks. Hopefully it tastes as good too.
Yeah, you eat with your eyes, right?
So I can hear this starting to kind of sizzle already. So 600 watts is certainly enough to get things like, there's some heat going on. Smells good, looks good. Okay, I think we're about ready to add the crushed tomatoes. I'm not sure if you can hear the music from a couple spots over, but when you come out to a place such as Mingus Mountain, it's very public, which is okay, nothing wrong with it, but you might get some neighbors in close proximity that perhaps you just wish maybe weren't there. That's where some gatekeepers occasionally are advantageous if you're feeling in the mood to be completely alone. That's okay. All right, so we're going to add the crushed tomatoes. Add some oregano. So add some lemon juice. We're going to get this nice and warm. Let this marinate a little bit. And we're going to add the fish.
Yikes.
That's unfortunate. Well, You know, things happen at camp. So Sonora, her leash got wrapped around the table, and obviously no fault of her own, but she pulled it, and there goes the dinner. There's a little bit left in there. So I think what I'll try to do is I'll try to salvage it the best that I can. It's unfortunate, but you know what? It's okay. Whatever we can salvage, we'll salvage. And I'm fortunate that she's out here with me, Sonora. So it's all good. But this is reality. Okay. Well, Sonora, things happen. So we have a little bit of the sauce left. We're going to go ahead and add some fish. It smells delicious. So we'll try this again on another outing. But we're going to go ahead and put some cod in here. But you know, when you're hungry and you see your dinner on the ground, you're kind of like, oh. We also did a little durability test here. Stoke voltaics falling off the table. Looks like it's back to normal. No problem. Okay, things are looking good. We have a little less sauce, but I think it's still going to be very, very tasty. Sonora, what do you think? I think it's still going to be good, yeah. Uh-oh. This leash is causing some carnage, isn't it? Yeah. It's okay. Looks good. Fish is falling apart, so I think that's a good sign. All right, Donovan, here you go.
Oh wow!
We'll see how that works. I think there's still enough little sauce in there to give it some flavor. Not bad, considering we had a Sonora incident. So I would say, for the first time with the Stoke Voltaics electric cooking pot system, thumbs up. Very good, very quick, heated fast, and I like how you can control the various temperatures, or at least the watts going into it to control the temperature. Super user friendly. We do have a little excitement at camp. So as you can see over there, looks like there's some four-wheelers or ATVs, a family. Looks like a family brought their kids out to have some fun. But obviously there must be a forest ranger, because we got the 5.0 lights going on over there. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but as I said before, when you come out to these more public venues, you can expect to see a lot of different things or have neighbors. It's not a bad thing. I mean, that's what this is for, right? Public lands. People can get out here and enjoy. So I have no problem with that. But it is a little interesting when the 5.0 pulls up and turns the lights on next door. I don't think they're going to be camping overnight. But anyway, at least we have a little action here at camp. Seems to be pretty much under control. But I'm certainly enjoying the fish cooked in the Stoke Voltaics cook system. Looks good. Thank you.
Love cooking on the straddle.
Easy there, Sonora. Whoa. Say we had dinner mishap. Now we're gonna have cleaning dishes mishap. There you go. Good girl. So I guess when you have a dog in camp on a leash, I gotta beware what's going on. I'd love to let her off leash, but I'm afraid if she saw an animal, she may not come back. She was a rescue. Do some training or be confident before I let her off leash. I kind of teased earlier the Outask light. Just looks incredibly versatile. So it's one solid unit, feels very, very sturdy. Press a button, the legs deploy, and then this actually telescopes out, and the light itself is like 360-degree rotational in pretty much every direction. It has multicolors, multi-brightnesses. And the neat thing is, check this out. Magnetized. And I can probably just simply use it as a downward night light for the tent. And if I actually wanted to point the light in a certain direction, all I have to do is just turn this. I can certainly see a lot of uses for this. Actually, I could even put this on the trailer. Looks like we still have our neighbors over there. Wow, making a lot of ruckus. Again, I don't blame people for coming up here wanting to have a good time, but it's like there's no even recognition that we're here existing, and it's like they believe they're by themselves. Anyway, I would just say, hey, if you go out to public places and you have some neighbors, I'd just say use common sense, be respectful. But that's me. That's me. Still a beautiful night out here. Fortunate to be out here. A lot of sights and sounds out here in the wild. There were some coyotes that were making a lot of noise, but she didn't even blink an eye. I thought that might get her attention, but yeah, she didn't. There was some elk this morning, and there's also cattle roaming around up here. So between the elk, the cows, and the coyotes, it was kind of noisy. Beautiful area though. Play? You gonna play? Very impressed with the tie gear tie down system. Really nice. So you can adjust it, the tension very easily with that. Has a little bag to store the extra line. Has a little kind of bungee there. So yeah, very happy. So thanks to Odin's Chronicles and Tie Gear for being generous to provide those to me. Definitely loving them. And I'm gonna go, I saw on their website they have a few other things, so I'm gonna go check some other stuff out, but very impressed. So, you know, the nice thing about these one-night outings is that it's a one-night outing. So it's just good to get out. You know, fortunate to live in a state where there's a lot of things to see and do, and within a couple hours you could probably be kind of up where we're at here in elevation to escape the heat. So even if you can't get out for multi-day trips, just those Saturday evening sometimes is all you need. And as long as we can keep doing those as frequently as possible, I think life will be good. We'll strive for longer trips, but as long as we can get in the one day here and there, I'll be happy. Marking your territory, I see. You're gonna let those coyotes know you were here. Well, we are packed up, and Donovan, we did not get to do the trailer walk around like I said we would. So that just means we got to go out again.
Absolutely. I'm ready anytime.
But
I'm excited. I got a few bugs that I have to work out of the system here, and it's amazing. I mean, it's really great. It rides great behind the Jeep, and it's not too heavy, not too not squirrely at all.
Sure.
And it's just I'm exceptionally happy right now.
Good. Well, I'm sure there will be some people who definitely have questions about it, or looking at this type of system compared to like a rooftop tent. So we will get out again very soon and have you educate us. Well, we had a good time up here. So we were all finished. We're packed up. And now we're gonna go meet my wife and daughter at a lake in Prescott. So definitely was not planned that way, but it worked out. So it's gonna be fun. Sonora, you're gonna be excited, aren't you? To see Mom and Bella? Yeah. All right, let's go. Gonna miss the pines and the cool air, but we'll be back soon enough. So we cooking dinner on the table. Dump dinner.
No. Did she eat dinner? Did you get to eat it? Somebody scooped that?
Here at Lynx Lake, Prescott. You know, I was probably here, it's probably been a couple years now, but wow, it's so low. I'll have to do some research. So I know last time I was here, the water was certainly like up in here. So it's way down. I don't know, it looks to be like 50, 60 feet maybe. Okay, going to get some lunch real quick. Bella, Sonia, and my sister-in-law are watching Sonora. And then they're going to go back into town and have some fun. And then I think Sonora and I will just keep trucking home. So that was a nice little meet up with the family. Sometimes unplanned things are the best. So we're gonna head back down to the valley. Unfortunately, we're gonna go into that heat, but definitely had a great time up here. We'll be back up again soon. Let's see if we can find anything else exciting on our way out. Sonora, how have you been? Having a good time? Let's check out this pine forest. Well, we're going to call that a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I do appreciate it. Another quick one-night outing. It was great to escape the heat here in the valley. It was really also terrific bringing Sonora, my family dog, and we had a great time. Learned a few things. So she knocked over dinner, and then I don't think I mentioned it, but she also kind of knocked over one of my cameras and cracked the lens. But you know what? Things happen. I'll still bring her as often as I can. Until next time, wherever the adventure may lead in the not too distant future, stay tuned. But live, explore, can do.